KAST has two absolute deal breakers for sovereignty, and yet I still use this card. This is not a no KYC pure freedom card. KAST is KYC, and if you treat it like a wallet, you're facing custodial risk. So in this video, I'm going to stress test KAST as a tool, not a fantasy. How fast can you get from crypto to real world spending? How bad are the fees? Really? What's the actual KYC and freeze risk? And is it worth it if you care about self-custody? I will show you my real scores on whale capacity, decline anxiety, time to spend, including KYC friction, and privacy reality. By the end, you'll know exactly who should get this card and who should run in the opposite direction. Welcome back on the channel, everyone. Let's get into it. Let's start with what KAST actually is in 2026. KAST is a crypto-funded Visa card. You load it with crypto or stablecoins, they convert it to fiat, you tap or swipe it like any normal card online, in stores or at ATMs with the physical version. Important realities: it is 100% KYC, you're giving them your real identity, it is custodial, once you send funds in, you do not hold the keys, it runs like a hybrid that connects crypto and the fiat rails. You can load it with both actually, but everything runs within the mobile app available for Apple and Android devices. There's no web dashboard. So these are the supported flows that Cash allows you to use. On-chain top-ups with crypto or stables, fiat top-ups by card or bank, depending on your region, but it's pretty much available all over the world. ATM withdrawals with no hard spending limit on paper, and it works anywhere Visa is accepted, which is basically the whole world. This is not a DeFi card fantasy, this is a TradFi grade card that plugs into your crypto life with all the trade-offs that implies. Now, why am I even taking KAST seriously if it is KYC and custodial? Because of the rails and the people behind it. The CEO, Raghulan Pathy, was the Vice President of Asia Pacific at Circle, CEO of Circle Singapore, and Circle, if you're new here, it's the company behind USDC, one of the main stablecoins that powers DeFi and a lot of off-ramp infrastructure. What that tells me is that KAST is not some random dropship, a card from nowhere project. They understand regulation, banking partners, and how to actually settle payments at scale. So in my opinion, there's a strong chance this card is very comfortable with the upcoming regulation waves, and instead of disappearing overnight with your balance, this one will stick around. But also at the same time, it tells me that this is how the traditional fiat system is going to integrate crypto. That being said, that does not remove the KYC risk, that does not magically make it self-custodial, but it does mean when you tap your card, the payment works just like your usual bank card does. There is real infrastructure and compliance behind it, not a Telegram group and vibes. So credibility and reliability on the rail side are strong. Sovereignty and privacy, that's where the pain starts. Let's hit the two brutal cons first. Con number one, KYC plus custodial risk. You are fully doxed. Passport, ID, name, address, everything. Every transaction is now tied to your identity in a nice clean data trail. Your funds sit in a custodial account. They can be frozen, blocked, or limited. If you are a ghost mode maxi who wants no KYC, maximum plausible deniability, or you live in a hostile jurisdiction, this card is not for you. Full stop. Your defense here is not to pretend this isn't KYC. Your defense here is how you use it. I'll get to the Up Airlock Method in a second, but right now this is con number two. It's not your vault, it's a spend airlock. Because it's custodial, you never park your savings here, at least I don't. You also should never treat KAST as a long-term balance. You also shouldn't use it as your main bank account for your whole net worth. If KAST goes down, if regulators squeeze, if they decide to review your account, that balance is at risk. And not only that, whatever Web3 wallet you use to fund it can later on be tracked and traced back to you. All the interactions are recorded on chain, remember that. So if you have a hidden crypto stack somewhere on chain and it links back to KAST, you might be in trouble. This is a very strong point that I need you to understand. So here's the strategy I personally use. The top-up airlock method, this is what I call it. Keep your stack in self-custody. Cold plus warm wallets, DeFi, wherever you control the keys. You then estimate what you need for the next day or week. Top up KAST only with what you're about to spend. Let the card balance drain back toward zero after you use it. That way, if KAST has a problem, your loss is just whatever you recently topped up. Your main wealth is never sitting under someone else's keys. Now, this is the real downside of topping up as needed. I'm going to be real with you about how this actually feels in the wild. The other day I was running this top-up airlock method exactly like I'm telling you. KAST balance near zero. I went to pay and I'd forgotten to top it up. Card decline. And here's the part you need to know. KAST will charge you a 50 cents fee when the card is declined for whatever reason that might be. So if you forget to top up, miscalculate your remaining balance, or run into any random decline, you will always get hit with a 50-cent fee each time. So the trade-off. The top-up airlock method massively reduces your custodial exposure, but it demands discipline. If you're careless, you might get some embarrassing moments and small fees that add up. Personally, I still prefer that over parking big chunks of my stack on a custodial card, but go into this with your eyes open and always have your self-custody card ready to go in case this goes down. At least that's what I do. Now let's talk about where KAST actually shines for real-world use. Whale capacity. For normal and even high daily spending, think about groceries, restaurants, flights, hotels, ATM cash pools. KAST handles it smoothly. No artificial tiny daily limits, no you spend $200, come back tomorrow nonsense. There's literally no limits with this card. And if you use the physical one to cash out from ATMs, the same thing does apply, although have in mind that depending on the country that you are on, ATMs might have some caps themselves which are unrelated to KAST. Now let's talk about decline anxiety. In case you don't forget to top it up, transactions usually go through cleanly. In my experience, I never had the card cancelled unless I forgot to top it up. You're not playing roulette every time you tap. If you keep your balance reasonable and top up before you move, decline anxiety is very low. Seriously, I'm talking about spending limits that allow you to buy a house or a car with no issues whatsoever. Now let's focus on time to spend, including KYC friction. Once you're KYC'd and set up, on-chain top-ups are very fast to load into the card. In my experience, it's almost instant. It behaves close to a normal bank card in day-to-day life as well. The big friction in this case might be the KYC process, which can take a couple hours. In my case, it was pretty fast, but some other users do report it to take longer. But that's pretty much it. After KYC is done, topping up is extremely fast in my experience. Now let's talk about privacy reality when using the card. Let's be honest, every card swipe is a logged legal name transaction. Combined with on-chain analysis, your spending can be mapped. If privacy is your number one priority, KAST is a compromise tool, not a solution. If your priority is, I already KYC for other stuff, I just want reliable crypto to card spending, then this is very much acceptable. Now, one thing I really like is the hybrid platform design that KAST allows. You have a mobile app to manage day-to-day payments, freezes, and quick top-ups, and you can load the card both with crypto and fiat. You can also use your KAST account as a bridging platform to turn your on-chain crypto and send it to your bank account. If you're looking for that type of solution, KAST is extremely powerful. This matters if you are managing income from DeFi, moving stablecoins regularly, or using KAST as the final spend layer for crypto earned cash flow. But let me tell you where KAST really shines. It's when you pair it with stablecoins. You can hold value in USDT, USDC in self-custody. Then just bridge small chunks through KAST when you're about to actually spend. That's the DeFi as a bank, KAST as a card model. Save and earn yield in DeFi, KAST is your way to pay rent, groceries, flights without manually dealing with exchanges every single time. So who is this for versus who it's not for? Let's make things simple here. KAST is for you if you're already KYC'd on exchanges or banks and this doesn't scare you. you earn in crypto or stablecoins and need a smooth way to live off that, you're willing to run the Up Airlock method and keep your savings in self-custody, you want a card that just works everywhere Visa is accepted with strong rails behind it. On the other hand, KAST is not for you if you want strictly self-custodial off-ramping with no custodial middleman, if you're allergic to any KYC, period, if you want deep privacy or anonymity when you spend, or if you're the type who will forget to top up and get hit with constant decline fees. If you do see KAST as a tool to convert crypto to fiat for short bursts of spending and not a bank replacement or long-term vault, you're thinking about it the right way. So here's where KAST really sits in your sovereignty stack. Cold storage is your vault. Warm wallets and DeFi are your bank. Hot wallets are your battlefield. KAST is just a spend airlock, nothing more. If you treat it like a wallet, you've already lost. If you run it by keeping your stack in self-custody, only push in what you're about to spend and then let the balance drain back to zero, then you're weaponizing convenience without putting your whole net worth at risk. For the right person, already KYC'd, earning in crypto, needing real-world spending power, KAST is a very strong everyday driver. For the Ghost Mode Maxi, it's the wrong tool for the mission. Now there are two paths. If KAST fits your life and you want to try it, you can get the card through the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, it supports the channel at no extra cost for you, and as you've seen, I'm not sugarcoating the trade-offs. KYC, custodial, and you really should use the Up Airlock method if you care about sovereignty. And of course, using the link also unlocks the latest bonuses. Although those can be time sensitive, I can guarantee you will get a 20% off discount on any physical card order. If you're thinking, no, I want to off-ramp strictly from self-custody, no KYC card, no bank style risk, then definitely don't get KAST. Instead, you can go ahead, watch my video on the best self-custody cards to live off crypto in 2026. That's where I break down the tools that keep you much closer to full sovereignty when you spend. Two different paths to the same goal, living off your crypto in the real world. Choose the one that matches your risk profile and your principles. Remember, protect your keys, control your exits. I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for watching, take care, keep exploring crypto, and I'll see you in the next one.